Hello, lovelies. So this is a beautiful meditation that's designed to create a protective bubble. So a lot of times when we're absorbing other people's emotions, we talked about it during the empath class of how when we absorb, sometimes it's hard in the moment to not take something on. Now, we don't want to block, but we do want to allow space for us to acknowledge what's going on without absorbing it all. A lot of times we feel like we have to feel all of what someone's feeling in order to understand the emotion and in order to be able to help and assess the situation. But the truth is that we've all felt the very same emotions, just in different contexts. And so once we can have space to recognize the emotion that's being felt, we can feel like we're protected enough that we can assess and acknowledge and communicate it with and feel the empathy with without letting it all penetrate our body. Now, you can choose to shrink your bubble. You can choose to keep it off. You can choose to put it on. It's 100% by choice, and it is different depending on the case. So some cases, like for example, with a child of mine, I'm not going to feel like I want to hurry and put up my bubble with my little 2-year-old screaming at me and just hurt because they fell and scraped their knee. I'm going to want to absorb some of that and transmute it. And that's where we get into releasing. That's a different video. But if I have a toxic relationship, or if I have somebody who's just unloading on me, I'm happy to help and support, but I also need to make sure that it's not going to take all of my energy that I had for the day. A lot of times when it comes to being an empath, it's like having spoons. You only get so many spoons for the day. And if you waste all your spoons on one person, then you have nothing left for someone else. Same thing when it comes to emotions. You only have so much you can process through before you're tired and depleted. And if you get to the depletion point, then it makes it harder for it to flow through and you to have your bubble in place. So it's nice because you can always put your bubble up, you can always take it down, you have full control with this case. So you're going to want to go ahead and get nice and relaxed. And I am going to use some drums. Of course, right? Do I ever not? Just saying. We are going to use some drums. You're going to want to get really relaxed for this meditation. Allowing yourself to breathe very deep. Closing your eyes. Uncrossing your legs. Telling your mind to hush for just a moment. Breathing in and out. Taking some time to connect and breathe with our body. Taking our mind's gaze up to the crown of our head. And with our breath, allowing that gaze to drop down over our forehead, our eyes, our nose. Just allowing that gaze to fall, connecting with our body, letting it fall over our mouth, our jaw, our throat. Feeling that heart begins to spin. As the light spins up, allowing it in our mind's eye to fill up our feet, to ripple around, spiraling within us, up our legs, up our hips, our back, our stomach, and resting at our heart space. Watching the light just dance as it pulls in that energy from the earth, circulating within our heart. Noticing a light from above. A great beacon of light from the heavens. All that love that supports you, the ancestors that adore you, the archangels, that beautiful God energy, that universal love, and it begins to circulate all above our head, watching it spiral in the heavens, beaming down, touching the top of your head and that crown chakra, feeling the rush of light as it pours down through your mind, spiraling down the inside core of your head, neck, breathing it into your chest and allowing it to circulate all within your heart space. Feeling as it meets with that deep root heart space, that root energy that's circulating, allowing the two lights to dance, spinning around again and again. And as it spins, begins to form something new. Begins to form an ominous bubble. A bubble that is so infused with light. Breathing in the bubble, allowing it to fill your whole body with light. The light expands through the body, dancing and twisting. Begins to fill the cells of the body with this protective glow. Noticing if your glow is yellow, white, pearlescent, or maybe even blue or purple. Allowing yourself to see this light expand through the body and begin to radiate out from your heart space. It gets bigger, projecting from the front and the back. With each breath, this bubble begins to form outside your body. You breathe in, pulling in the light, and out, expanding the bubble, just like you would a balloon or bubble gum. Every breath draws in more light from the heavens and more energy. And every breath out expands, making the bubble larger and larger. Breathing with your bubble. Being with your bubble. In here, you are safe. In here, the only energy is light energy. Any energy your bubble comes in contact with transmutes to light energy. Any forms or beings that choose to not embrace light energy will stay outside and feel happy in their bliss. And you shall remain in your light bubble. Are there faces that appear outside of your bubble that no longer get to serve? Are there faces that are outside your bubble that no longer get to be near your heart or in your heart, but only get to see the light reflected from your heart? Enjoy the safety from within this light that's now in your heart. This is your initiation. This is your creation. This is your connection to the divine. Notice when you breathe in how your bubble retracts in, and when you breathe out, how it expands. We're going to put our bubble back in our heart so it can stay there until it's called forth when it's needed. Breathing in, watch it shrink in just like a balloon. In deep, retracting it in, calling your bubble home. One more time in, and there, this light remains. Love and light can always pass through the bubble, but the darkness doesn't get to. The energy of others that is in pain and suffering simply gets transmuted. You get to hold this bubble around your heart for as long as you choose. And in any sign of crisis, any sign of distress, all you have to do is simply blow that bubble out. Practice blowing your bubble out. And calling her forth back within your heart. For she is yours. It is your gift of the light. And it allows you to continue giving your own gifts to the world. When you feel ready, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, breathing in and feeling all beautiful light source energy inside you. It's here, it's yours. Any moment you desire, you can expand that bubble out, and most people won't even know you're expanding it. I hope this helps to transmute and to protect your beautiful energy. I love you guys.